studied this exception handling, sir, and I have prepared these notes. But here I have some doubts. As you said, there will be checked exception and unchecked exceptions. So here the definition has been given that the classes that directly inherited the throwable class except runtime exception and error are known as checked exceptions. And it is saying here the runtime exceptions are known as means here the errors will be displayed and here there will not be any errors in unchecked exceptions.
No, those are only errors. So unchecked exceptions are the runtime exception and error.
Okay, but I didn't get exactly what is the difference.
See, checked exceptions are compile time exception.
Okay.
So during compile time only they will be caught, because programmatically it is being defined that what are the different scenarios it may throw exception.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
But few things cannot be done during compile time. Those are runtime exception.
Unchecked.
For
Okay.
example, let's say array index bound of exception. Okay. So you have an array. Now inside the array you have defined the size as 10, let's say. Now during runtime, if someone tries to fetch item number 11 or 15, that is an exception. An exception, because size itself is 10. How it can give an item which index is 15?
Okay.
So those kind of issues happen only during runtime, because during compile time it has nothing to do. Similarly, let's say division by 0.
Okay.
During compile time it has nothing to do. Then let's say out of memory.
Okay.
So error, if you are compiling the program, that time you are not consuming the memory itself in the JVM. So there is no chance of that error. But when you are running, and if you are consistently consuming, storing more and creating more and more objects, using more and more memory, then out of memory error will come. So that is the runtime error exception.
Okay.
That is the difference.
Sir, here it is saying like IO exception, SQL exceptions like that. Here, when I wrote the programs, I have observed that it is giving like arithmetic expression E, print system printout catch like arithmetic expression E, catch SQL exception E, like that. So, do we have any hierarchy for this exceptions also, sir?
Yes.
Means first arithmetic should become like that.
Correct. So in Java, in the first day you had asked a question that object. Remember? First class. So that is an object class. So any class which comes in Java, thing has a parent always. None of the class is independent. So object is the only class which is not having any parent. So that is the root class.
Okay.
Similarly, any exception class you take, that is always a part of some other parent. So there is a hierarchy. So the people which you have prepared for the exception, right? So that in that go to that tree, exception tree.
1 second.
You see here, you have throwable. So throwable is a class, and then you have exception and error. So under exception again you have all this. So always you have a parent in the top.
Okay. Yeah, sir.
So it is like that. So you have all these exception, and when you are using try catch block, okay, so you can always catch an exception, okay, based on the exact exception or its parent. So let's say there is an exception. So in the catch block, you can put either IO exception or exception.
Okay. So we have to memorize this one, like these hierarchies are like IO exception, SQL exception, class not found exception, runtime exception, like this. We have to remember them.
Yes. So these basic exceptions you have to remember.
So other than this, we do have so many exceptions
There are
also, sir.
hundreds, more than 100,000,
Okay.
100,000. But these minimum,
Hmm.
these are the most important exceptions which you should remember.
Okay. Oh, right.
Remaining exceptions you can follow through the document and use it, but these
Hmm.
exceptions are frequently used, so you should remember.
Hmm. Okay. Sir,
And
can
you
I
are able to
know?
remember this tree, then it will be easy to
Hmm.
answer many of the questions in SL.
Okay, sir, is this is fine what I have written now? Because previously when I have done the hierarchy, you said it is not enough for us. Now, if I remember this one, is it good, sir?
It is okay.
This one is okay.
It is okay. Yeah. So it is
Sir,
little elaborated, like under exception. Though you have not put the checked or unchecked, but this is fine.
hmm.
Now you know what is. You have put it in the description, right? So that should do.
I have given it as separate one, sir. That's why I didn't write here again as a separate column here again.
Yes, yes. So that's fine. As long as
Hmm.
either it is in the diagram or in the description, at the
Hmm.
end you know it now. What is checked,
Hmm.
what is unchecked. That is fine.
Uh, okay, sir. Sir, can I know what is this SQL exception exactly? What happens here, sir?
So database related all exceptions comes under this. For
So
for
means,
example,
sir, if hmm,
let's say you are writing one line of code, and that code
hmm,
is to connect to the database.
hmm,
Okay. So
hmm.
connect to the database means it is, let's say there is a possibility they cannot connect. Database might be down.
Okay, okay,
Okay, so it will throw SQL exception.
okay.
Okay. Now
So
let's say
means,
you are able to
hmm,
connect it.
hmm,
You are able to connect it, but you are trying to query some table, but table does not
hmm.
exist. Let's say.
Okay.
Okay. Or
Hmm,
any values are there which is incorrect. So whatever
okay,
exceptions comes related to your database and SQL queries, those will be under this SQL exception.
okay.
So based on this exception type, you know this is a SQL exception. See, in a program, there will be a flow of change.
Hmm,
So there will be many calls happening. So when you click,
okay.
let's say submit for a particular form, when it goes to the
Hmm,
database, it does so many different operations. Okay.
okay.
Now, there are possibility of exception in so many different places.
Hmm,
Okay, so if you know the exact exception what happened in your log, okay, then
hmm.
only it will be easy for you to fix the problem.
Okay.
That's why these exceptions are categorized, and also you need to handle them, and you need to put proper log and user-friendly message so that easily you can debug your program.
Okay.
So that is the purpose of the exceptions.
Right, sir. So as I said, checked expressions, unchecked, and error. So these are the main keywords we are. I have seen in Java exceptions. That is try, catch, finally, throw, and throws. So try is user to sorry. Try keyword is used to specify a block where we should place an exception code. It means that we cannot use try block alone. The try block must be followed by either catch or finally. This I understood, sir. The catch block is used to handle the exception. It must be preceded by try block, which means we cannot use catch block alone. It can be followed by finally block later. So the finally block is used to execute the necessary code of the program. It is executed whether an exception is handled or not. So this we will be using in any specific or particular case, sir.
We should use it most of the time actually, but
Mm-hmm.
specifically in certain scenarios when you, irrespective of try catch block, you always want that code to be executed. For example,
So, hmm,
let's say you are making a database connection. Okay.
hmm,
Now,
yes.
inside the try block, you will do the operations. You will make some queries. You will get the data. You will process the data. You can update the data, create the data. All operations you can do inside your try
Hmm,
block. And
hmm,
also in the catch block, you will write. You will handle the exceptions. If some problem is happening, you will throw the exception. Okay. But closing the correction at the end of the operation is mandatory. It does not matter
Okay.
whether you are able to successfully process everything inside the try block or any exception came or not, does not matter. In the finally,
Hmm.
you have to close the connection. So
Okay.
there's a very good example why you need a finally block.
Hmm.
Like
Okay.
that, there will be many scenarios when finally block is used, when irrespective of try or catch, you have to execute some code mandatory.
Sir, I have some doubt whether this is correct or not. I don't know. But see, when it is saying that finally we will be using in most of the scenarios,
Hmm.
so though we have an exception is handled or not, we will be using this one.
Right.
So then, why we have to go for this try and catch, sir? When we have directly this finally only.
Okay. Try catch
Only.
has a different reason.
Hmm.
Try is to basically telling you do the operations here.
Okay.
Okay? Catch
Hmm.
is only when there is an accident or there is some problem in try block.
Hmm.
Okay, so it will handle the exception only. It is like, you have a first aid box. You keep a first aid box at home.
Hmm.
When you will use it, only when there is an accident, there is some problem, small problems,
Hmm.
right? That is a catch block. But finally block is every time you have to use it. For
Hmm.
example, if for example, as I mentioned for the database connection, right? So if you say if you don't want to do try catch, you want to put into everything in a finally block. That does not make any sense, because in that case even you don't need try catch and finally. You can keep everything
Oh,
outside that. But Java standard will not allow it, because
okay.
you have to handle the exceptions if it is checked exception.
Okay. Right. So the next is the throw keyword is used to throw an exception. The throws keyword is used to declare the expression. It specifies that there may occur an exception in the method. It does not throw an exception. It is always used with method signature. So this is the syntax we will be using, right, sir?
Right. So throws is used only for the definition. You are just telling that
Okay.
this method might throw exception.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
So
throw actually does the action. It throws the exception in real time. Whenever you are using throw,
oh,
it will throw the
hmm.
exception in that line of code.
Okay. So the next one is the cache block, internal working of a Java try catch block, how the internal work will be going. So if I have taken here an example like int date is equal to 10 by 0, an object of expression class is thrown is shown. So exception object, no, if it is handled, then rest of the code is executed. So this I have done a program, sir. I have written so if no, then prints out the exception description, prints the stack trace, terminates the program. What is this prints the stack tracer means it is related to memory?
Now, stack trace is
Hmm.
related to the hierarchy of that tree of exceptions.
Hmm, hmm, hmm,
So if you go there in that tree which is showed, go back to
hmm.
the tree,
In the
not
previous one.
that exception hierarchy.
Huh. This one only, sir. You asked me to show.
Yes, yes. Just give me 1 minute.
Hmm.
Okay. So, see, stack trace is, for example, let's say array index out of bound exception is come. Okay.
Hmm.
So, array index out of bound exception comes under what?
Array index comes under index out of
Out
bounds
of bound
sex.
exception. And that comes
Hmm.
under what?
Runtime exception.
Okay. And runtime exception comes under what?
Exceptions
And that comes under throwable,
throwable.
right? So, if there is any exception in your program for array index out of bound, then it will show you
Hmm.
this entire chain,
Okay.
that from where it is coming.
Hmm.
So in
Hmm.
the stack trace, like this is a defined one. So you'll think that,
Hmm.
okay, I know it already, array index bound of exception is coming under this, but you may not remember it. So program will tell you that in your, even if there is some custom exception or there are further hierarchy, then it will show you the entire chain of exceptions.
Okay.
So because
Hmm.
this exception is all the way, it goes to object level.
Okay.
Okay, and that complete details it shows. That is called stack.
Okay. Hmm.
Right.
Okay. The JVM firstly checks whether the expression is handled or not. If exception is not handled, JVM provides a default exception handler that performs the following text. Like it's showed the previous one. Prints the so hierarchy of methods where the exception occur causes the program to terminate. So, but if the application programmer handles the exception, the normal flow of application is maintained. That is, the rest of the code is executed. So here I have done. This is the theory behind, sir. I have tried even. One second. No. So I have even gone with this one, sir. Java try catch block because the definitions are same here. What I have read, so that I did not prepare again a PPT for this one.
That's fine.
Uh, but I have done all these programs, sir.
Show me the program.
All the 10 programs. This one. So try catch example 1, 2, 3. Um, here, sir, I am seeing here like everywhere it is showing like arithmetic exception E. What I have observed is in everything it is showing like catch arithmetic exception E, catch arithmetic exception E, like that only. But as you said, there will be other exceptions also. How we will be knowing there are some other exceptions also here?
So when you use particular class, okay, for
Hmm.
example, you are doing this math operation only, 50 by 0,
Hmm.
right? It's a math
Hmm.
operation. So that is
Hmm.
nothing but arithmetic only. But
Hmm.
here, as you say that you can catch it by the exact exception class or its parent. See, exception is
Hmm.
a parent always. So
Okay.
if you do not know what exact exception it throws, you can give the parent exception. But that is not
Okay.
a good practice. It will slow down your program. If you are able to give the exact exception, then it will directly throw it. If no, then program has to identify what exception it is. It needs to go to its parent and then throw the exception.
Okay.
And no, you are saying that everywhere it is a arithmetic exception. No. So it is showing
Hmm.
the example for that only because these all are related to maths operation.
Yes, sir. Actually, what he has done is so different scenarios. The same example he has taken with a small changeover. That's all. So that's why everywhere it is given as arithmetic expression only. But my doubt.
So you got the
Yes.
point, right? So basically, exceptions are, gradually you will come to know what
Hmm.
kind of operation might throw what exception. For example, if you are dealing with thread, it has a different types
Hmm.
of exception. So it is a matter of experience. So as much you explore, you will gradually come to know who throws what kind of exception. Like it is like
Okay.
it is like different disease has different medicines, right? And nobody
Hmm. Hmm.
can learn all the medicines together. Gradually, comes through experience,
Hmm. Hmm.
like that. Every problem will
Sir,
have different exceptions.
okay, sir. And as you said that there will be compile time error.
Hmm.
So I here when I have given some wrong, I didn't find anything like that, sir. Here, like while compiling itself, we will be getting the error, right?
Yes. What did you try
Uh,
to do?
I I just given I have removed this one.
Removed what?
This int I equal to 50. I have removed. So I
Remove it and
didn't get.
compile. Remove it and compile. You will see.
Hmm.
If it is
So
removing, you can comment also. If you comment out, it remove.
uh, so this I have done, sir.
Hmm.
But
Now save it and
I am not.
compile it.
Yeah, sure. Sir. So it is showing error here, but
Yeah.
not in that notepad, no, sir.
No, Notepad is not compiling. No, Notepad
Okay.
is just a plain text. If you
Okay,
have it
okay.
in Eclipse automatically it compiles. That is why you see
Oh,
the error.
okay. So here only I can see it, but I was thinking something like compilation will be doing there. So while writing, while I'm doing itself there, I will be getting a wrong. So here I
That will
got it.
happen in Eclipse. Eclipse, then IntelliJ.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because
Okay.
in Eclipse and IntelliJ, it is configured in such a way that the moment you type or save, it
Hmm.
tries to compile.
Okay.
That is why you see the error.
Okay, sir. Hmm. That's what, sir, I have done. But I have written all these programs on my own by seeing, not seeing. So that's why it is taking a lot of time for me
No, no,
to
let
go
it
and.
take time. It is required. That's why I said it will take 6 months of time. See, by
Huh,
namesake, I can finish it in 1 month, but you will not learn
huh.
anything. You are
Yes,
doing
sir.
and you are understanding the core problems. That is
Hmm.
what is important.
Hmm. This in 10th example, sir. Here I have a small doubt that here it is importing, right, sir?
Yes.
The throwable class, but
File
he
not found.
anywhere in the other programs nothing is been done. For this one, why it is given, I didn't
I think it is
understand.
not required. It is file not found. It is there, no file not found exception.
Yes, sir.
Using it.
File
That is
not
why you have to.
found. Hmm, hmm, hmm.
In
Okay,
other
for
places,
this
you have
one,
mentioned that only exception. So it
yes,
was not
yes.
required. But here you are using that specific class.
Okay, this class. So I have imported this one, right, sir? Sir, if we write like directly try and catch, it will understand we are going for exceptions, sir,
Correct.
automatically, because we need not load again that throwable it will go directly to that throwable library,
Huh.
and it will take that class and it will display us. So directly try and catch means itself it is exception, right, sir?
Normally, whenever there is a possibility of exception, that time only we use try catch. If you see
Okay.
there is no possibility of exception, then you don't need to use.
My question was exactly like, see, sir, here we are writing try and catch means only it is understanding that it is exception.
Hmm.
How it will know that it has to go to throw and get the answer?
How it will know?
If I'm not writing this try and catch, then it does not mean it is an exception program.
No, it will still throw an exception, but the program is giving you an opportunity that if you put try catch block, see, for example, I'll give you the, let's say you have only the line int data 50 by 100, 0.
Hmm.
Nothing is there. You don't have any try
Hmm.
catch block. If you
Hmm.
execute, still it will work, but it will throw the
O-
exception during
Okay.
runtime.
So
Now,
actually,
let me
when
finish. Let me finish. You will
hmm.
understand. Now,
Okay.
during the real-time application environment, you don't
Hmm.
know which data is coming. 0 is coming or 50 is coming. So whatever you are dividing
Hmm.
here, you are dividing by 0. So normally we will
Hmm.
not divide by 0. It will be always a real-time other non-zero numbers. Okay.
Hmm.
But for some reason, let's say 0 has come. That time
Okay.
what will happen is exception will be thrown and your program application will be stopped. So
Yeah.
that time you have to restart your application. To
Okay.
avoid that situation, what you will do is you will catch it. That if 0 comes, you will catch that exception and you will throw the exception. Or you can print some email message, or you can send some alert, something like that. So in that case, your application will not be closed.
Okay.
So try catch is used in so that if any exception come, you can handle that exception. Means your application will not be closed. But if you don't handle, your application will be closed.
Okay.
We do
So,
one thing. Right away.
hmm,
Do one thing. Do
hmm.
this thing. After line number 13, write one system.out.
After line number 13, sir.
Uh,
You mean at 14th line, shall I write?
right.
Hmm.
Say system.out.
Hmm. Yes, sir. System dot out.
Say I'm successful. Anything you
I
put.
didn't.
Anything you
In
put. The text you change. Anything you put. End of the program you can say.
hmm.
Now execute this program. Compile and run.
Okay, sir. Hmm.
End of the
Cannot divide
program.
by zero. End of the program. Hmm.
So means your entire application program is run.
Yes.
Now
Huh.
do one thing. Go back to the program and comment out line all the code except that int data. You know to give
Okay.
the full comment like now
Like this
slash
one
star.
only, sir.
Okay, before try say slash star. Oh,
Slash
star.
star.
Uh,
Oh, sorry, sir.
one minute.
Hmm.
Hello. হ্যাঁ বুঝতে পারছি আমি একটা মিটিং রয়েছে পরে ফোন করছি আমি ফোন আচ্ছা 11:30 সময় করো হ্যাঁ so you commented no end the comment in line number 13
This one, sir.
after that curly brackets say star slash and remove
After
the
this
other
curly bracket.
uh,
Star slash, right, sir?
star slash okay
Hmm.
and you can remove that slash star from line number 9
Hmm.
so this entire code you have commented now after line number 3
Hmm.
put that line what you have in line number 6 copy line number 6 and put it after line number 3
Correct, sir?
yeah. Now compile and run see what happened
Hmm. Hmm.
exception came so it
Exception.
did not reach the end of the program
Yeah.
so that means during your program if any exception happens your program will quit it will not process the remaining lines of code
Hmm. Hmm.
that is a problem right
Yes.
that is why these exceptions are handled so that it will not stop your program rather if exception come
Hmm.
you can do some necessary step and what is the
Okay.
necessary step you can send an alert that that value was 0 please do the next or you can
Hmm.
send an sms or you can send an email or any other thing
Hmm.
you can log at least that there was a problem something like that so this is to handle taking care of the unknown scenarios That is why you have this
Okay.
language.
Okay, sir. Fine. That's what, sir, I have studied. That's all.
Yeah. No, but that this is good learning. Keep practicing like
Hmm.
this so that
Hmm.
gradually you will get. What are the next topics are there?
In this only, in this exception handling only, sir, we have so many topics like it is giving Java multiple cache. One second, sir, I'll
All are
show you.
important. So every concepts you go through.
It is like a Java multiple cache block, nested try,
Uh,
finally. So, in this exception handling, this is there. After completing this, I thought of going for other things like switch statements and all.
how many you completed out of that? How many are there?
In which one, sir? In Java
The
exception
exception
index?
index. Yeah.
Only one, sir. Try catch block only. There are some 10 programs. I completed them.
Yeah.
So
Fine.
now
In
today
Java
I have to
multiple. See,
go.
this is only your core skill. See, this
Hmm.
is something like at home, like for ladies,
Hmm.
housewife, the cooking, cleaning house, arranging the household items is the core work on daily basis.
Hmm. Hmm.
Correct. Similarly, when
Hmm.
a Java programmer comes and sit in front of the computer, these all are
Hmm.
the core work. So your
Okay.
60 to 70% work will be using all this concept only.
Okay.
Remaining 30 40% will be some new features, new concept, or new very complex problems and all. But your 60 70 of your work will use all these basic concepts only. So these concepts you have to master.
Hmm.
Okay, it is like when you are tired or when you are sleeping, even if somebody says, can you tell me the table of five? So you can easily tell. So like that, you
Hmm.
have to become flexible for these all concepts. That much
Okay.
handy you should be.
Sure, sir.
Practice these things, and how you are questioning me to
Hmm.
understand your doubts. So ask me that.
Hmm.
And if you are able to understand, that is well and good. If you are not able to understand, ask me so that I will help you as I'm doing.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Yeah,
So today I'll try to finish at least two to three, sir, up to
sure,
this one.
sure.
But I'll try because of this programs
But
only. It
don't
is
skip.
taking a lot
If
of
you the
time, sir.
moment you skip something, you will think that you will see that in the interview they will ask you that only.
No, sir, I am not skipping
Yeah,
anything. That's why if yesterday I was not able to finish, that's why I have taken again more time to finish these two topics only.
sure.
That's- Okay, sir. I'll do it, sir. Today I'll try to finish this multiple clash block and nested try. If possible, I'll enter into the finally block.
Okay.
Else, I'll do these two at least.
Perfect. And as you mentioned that you are doing without copying and pasting,
Mm-hmm.
see the program and write in your own words. And sometimes try to change the variable names, text like
Okay.
that. Don't put it exactly same. When
Hmm.
you try to change, you will see the errors actually.
Okay, sir.
Try to change the variables, you will see some
Hmm.
errors, and that errors will help you to learn also.
Sure, sir.
Okay.
I'll try. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay. Bye, sir.